Let's start this off exactly how we started the very first episode, with some penis slam from Cow Humps. That's right, fucking Cow Humps is done dicking around now because they're fucking getting serious with their shit, high production motherfucking quality shit. And they basically gave us their EP Cytoplasm, which is basically, I know I just said basically twice. Technically, it's a 13-minute long song, and it's split into 8 parts, with a few local features it seems. Second up on this fucking list, we got some fucking hillbilly slam from DREDGE, and they gave us their 5-track EP caught trespassing. There's no G, right? There is no G. And they had some features from Peeling Flesh and 357 Homicide, and I mean the vocalist, not the fucking actual whole band. Anyways, about this fucking EP, might I add, I fancy the fuck out of the production. It is quite noisy. Next, we have some pure slamming brutal death metal from one-man slammer BLOODCRUSHER giving us his new single, Immutable CARNIFEX featuring HUGO OJEDA. Oh goddamn. Up next we have some scary shit because we have some analog horror sounding fucking intro to this fucking release. And shit, with fucking vocals like this, you know it's gonna be a fucking slam banger. Here we have Severed Tongues of Dying Winds featuring Buried in Glass by the band Disfigurement, and snare horror alert. Up next we have, well, before I say it, I actually suggest that you don't listen to this around kids because, well, first off, let me just say, it's nauseating, and they gave us a 5-track EP. Now, let me be clear, nauseating, and it's a 5-track EP. The reason why I gave off that warning is because if you play this around children, they're most likely gonna fucking crowd kill your ass. Little baby stomping on you, you fucking imagine that horror? And somehow we're gonna keep our anger fueled with this next fucking release, even though it's a fucking single, but it's TUMORFLESH, Rejection, and Brains Outward on one fucking track. Just seeing those two, you automatically know you're fucked. Anyways, basically they came together and they gave us their track, I Hope You Die. Well, what if I do? Up next, we have a music video sure enough to give someone without epilepsy a seizure. Here is Defiled with their single Toe Tag. Oof, you guys, big fucking oofs. Here we have MORDOX with their new 5-track EP Endgame, and oh my fucking goodness, is this shit fucking toxically fucking dangerous. Might even have to keep this shit away from children as well, because holy fuck, we have fucking features from Chain Gang, Body Box, and Bolt Cutter. It is time we talk about GORT. Now, what is GORT? Gluttonous overindulgence of relentless torture. No, I'm not talking about Adam from Man vs. Food. I'm talking this is a one-man slammer from Belgium. He just so happened to give us a couple releases that we might have missed out on, and they're worth every fucking second. So here is the EP Betrayal, and then there's also COOMER Chronicles. Or is that in the same fucking EP? For this next one, it probably doesn't even need a mention because a lot of you already checked it out, hopefully, and shit. And we also have a fucking lyric video, and it's from OINKLITERATION with their single Barnyard Beatdown. Up next from Bulgaria, we have TERRA with their 7-track album, Reincarnation Through Agony. Wow, that was a fucking easy name to say compared to all the other releases where it takes me 20 fucking minutes just to pronounce the fucking name, let alone remember it. What did I just say in the last clip, you guys? Like, how do I even say this shit? Is this even a fucking word? I'm looking it up and I guess it's not, so fucking got me there, I guess. This band gave us their release, and it's a 10-track album titled Apex of Inhuman Degradation. Next up, we got some nice and calm and relaxing breeze that we can fall asleep to in this new single titled Biohazard Backwash from Wastewater Surveillance. And they even got a SpongeBob sample in this bit. Who even samples SpongeBob in metal? That's kind of weird. Here we got 50 Collateral with their 4-track EP, Desolation of the Last Species. Holy fucking duck vagina, you guys. Get ready for some more violence-fueled slam because here we finally have more than one release from Jawbreaker THCBD. We have a whole fucking angry 6-track EP titled Chapters of a Ruptured Reality, showing you what Austria is made of. And it's not this fucker. Alright, you guys, don't get mad at me for mentioning this here, not Brutal Buffet, because it is labeled as Brutal Death, but with those slamming ass vocals, you can't just fucking argue. Just let me have this, for once, please. Here is Festering Remnants with Degeneration of the Firstborn. Holy fucking shit, Biscuit. We finally got another release from Gloombringer. Finally. Fucking finally. You know what? You really can't complain about the wait either because first of all, you can't fucking rush art. And second, the two dudes that came together and made this happen are very busy men. Men at work, if you might say. Next up on the list, Decrepit Horrors gave us about 2 albums. Yep, 2 albums. Fucking insane, right? But the one I'm going to be talking about is Inhuman Cruelty to Horse. That's very fucking specific. Fuck, we are getting out of the country again with this next one because these guys are from Puerto Rico. Here we have Gangrenesia, and yes, I said it like that because there is no normal pronunciation that can find on fucking Google. Anyways, they gave us their single Forced Abortion Fluid. You know what? This is some pretty fucking groovy shit right here, man. You guys better not fucking split up either. Don't be like every fucking local slam band and split up. Don't fuck us, buddy. Especially not after one demo. What the fuck? Up next we have Infertile Crescent with their single Loathsome Birth. Next up, we have some fucking Cosmic Slam from Mutilation Mastication with their 3-track EP, Waste of Space. And it totals down to not even 5 minutes. Guys, Behold the Slitted Carcass is back. They gave us another album, a 9-track album titled Callous. This was some out of fucking nowhere shit on some fucking RKO Randy Orton shit, man. What the fuck? Oh my fucking goodness. I'm sorry, I had to read this shit right. Guess who also did another release, man? Fucking one of my favorites. Can't even say it, man. Genophobic Perversion. And they released an album containing 12 tracks filled with some ugly slam sludginess. So of course I had to fucking mention this. Come on. Oh man, I've been wanting to mention this shit for a fucking while now, because up next we have Defenestrated Treachery, Hellsea, and Rampant Defenestration. And they're the first ones actually on the list. I don't know why I said their fucking name last. God damn it. I'm sorry, you guys. And they gave us Cordis Die Split, and that's how I'm fucking reading it. So you guys, it's one night only, alright? Be there or get fucked. Just kidding. You can listen to it whenever, like right now. Next up, you guys, we have some crazy chaos-fueled slam. The type of shit that will make you pile drive your grandma right back into her fucking grave. Then you feel bad afterward, because you're a human with actual feeling. But it's okay though, because this new EP by Gnawing is great, right? And that EP is titled Abhorrent Nexus of Sexual Cannibalism. Next up, we have Syphilic Cadavers with their 5-track EP, bulldozing piles of decomposed, massacred whores. Again, with the whores, it's very specific. Up next, we have Burial Maggot with their album Obscure Dimension, sounding very techie, groovy, and ribbity. No, literally, this shit, like, did we just fucking enter the bayou or some shit, or what the fuck? First off, we got two-man Magophilia with their 8-track EP, The Lively Chronicles. And speaking of live, they are also accepting booking at the moment. Next on the list is Bowel Envoidment with their 4-track EP, Envoidening the Bowel. Now for those who love Death by Yeti, we got some more Yeti slam with Yeti-ectomy and their single Buckshot Facial Piercing. Next up is Gastrectomy Dissected by Gluttony, containing 13 tracks of gross and low frequency overload. If you're gonna look up the album, be sure to type brutal music after the name, otherwise you'll be getting a glimpse of some lovely imagery. Next up, we got some rumbly slam in this single titled Effluent Effigy by Oath to Overwhelm. Up next, we have some sludge slam in this 3-track demo by Cane Barn. Up next is a speedy 7-track EP titled Class-Based Brutality by Regurgitated Devourer, and we ain't talking educational classes either, we're talking some fucking TF2 classes and shit. Next up, we have Putrid Disembowelment with their single Gore-Soaked Basement Killings, which has a slow start but gets groovier as it goes on. Up next, we got some Indonesian brutality in this 4-track EP, Executing a Corpse of the Prostitute, and it's by Parasitic of Humanity. Finally, we have some Terrifier metal, and it's not from the shit mainstream band. Here we got Barbaric Exsanguination coming back with some heaviness in this single, Miles County Massacre. Alright, we got some slam from Slovakia and Switzerland. Fuck yeah. Going international, and that was a lot of S's I just fucking said. Here is the 2-track promo from Intro Landfill. Next up from the UK is Cerebral Autophagy with their 4-track EP Extended Play. Now we got another release from Horror Extermination, an EP titled Feeding the Human Meat Grinder. Up next, we got Open Season, Martin Lawrence Open Season. Just kidding, it's actually Jackson Dan in this 2-man slamonization with their single 308 Winchester. Next up, I hope you guys heard this one already, because oh my goodness, the fucking slams are just tasty and the fucking near raw production is just there. And I'm talking the 2-track demo from Fleshmower, and it's a worthy 5 minutes. I mean, that's the length of some bands' songs, especially deathcore songs, but let's face it, at least this 5 minutes is more worth it. Do you remember Lawnmower Eat Child? Well, now this time the tables have fucking turned. Up next, we have a return from Rusty Lobotomy, and now this time it's Child Eats Lawnmower, not Lawnmower Eats Child. Well, it's eat, well, without the S. You know what I fucking mean. Man, I basically love everything in this next release right here because the drums, the guitars, the fucking vocals that just be sounding like your fucking oxygen's being sucked away in fucking space and shit just glues together like fucking not even Elmer's glue. It's like fresh from the goat fucking glue. So beautiful. And this piece I'm talking about is Scasm, giving us their 9-track album Bludgeon Beyond Repair. And if you guys can check this out when you get a chance, and by a chance I mean right now, please do so. What's up with fatuous rump and licking? Actually, I don't want to know, but what I do want to know is if you guys have checked out their feature on this next single from IMMUTABLE called Lick It For Me Baby. For this next one, you guys, we might have to pack all our shit up and get the fuck out. You know what? We might not even have a fucking chance to pack our shit up. We just get the fuck up and go because we are getting invaded by giant fuck monsters in this 10-track album, I Dream of the End by Xenoxis. So get ready for some chaos that's almost as crazy as Black Friday. For this next one, I noticed it's labeled as Brutal Death, but you know what? It's not fast like the usual Brutal Death we're used to, so... Plus, they even did a call-out, and they don't do call-outs in Brutal Death. I guess that labels it in the slam department. For this fucking video, at least. Here we have Decline of Order with their 4-track release, Interpretations of Psychopathic Ideation. Next up, we have a disgusting slab of slam. We have Buttholeectomy giving us their album Maggot Infested Carcass Eruption. Up next, making a return is Guttural Disgorge, and we got another release from out of fucking nowhere, man. They gave us a 10-track album, First Degree Murder. We finally received the debut album from Fresh Wounds titled The Origins of Mutilation, containing 8 tracks of ruthlessness. So basically, if you wanted the madness from Gloombringer but faster, and less stonerism from the death-infused sadistic spliff, then let this be an early 420 gift to you. Now for the ultimate final fucking showdown. Yeah, you know how we're fucking ending it, especially if you've been here since the beginning. Alright, enough for the fucking pumping up. Here we have Fatuous Rump. And they gave us a 12-track demo, and come on now. It's Slam from fucking Taiwan. You already know what's gonna fucking boil down and shit. Alright, that about wraps it up, and that wraps us up too, because we're fucking done here, okay? At least for today, because there's gonna be a next time. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed these recommendations, the slam metal recommendations, as in that's in the fucking title and shit. Remember, have a good day, drink water, and fuck slam worldwide.